Thank you, Daddy. I knew you wouldn't say no.
I just a baby.
But you still had to say, okay, Mom.
I just a baby.
Thank you, Daddy. I knew you wouldn't say no.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
Emotional damage. Wow.
I'm just a baby.
But you still had to say, okay, Mom.
I'm just a baby.
Version of normal deer, right?
Just a festive deer.
Yeah,
Peppermint
doesn't
deer. Is it a band
isn't-
name or an album name?
Isn't it like a gingerbread, like a deer with a little bit of
Gingerbread deer.
gingerbread on it?
Ginger
I love how we
version of
I'm sorry,
both
a
went after
gamey-
this like
A
fairly.
gamey gingerbread. if you will.
A gamey,
Ew.
Gamey?
I hate the word gamey.
It's candy cane with a little bit more gamey.
Hello,
That's what I think.
It's not accurate.
Ooh. We just had venison
Welcome,
tacos,
Ashley Ford.
and so I just like imagine peppermint in that, and it being absolute.
I mean, it's
That
not
sounds.
Yeah.
great.
No.
Noah,
It sounds very festive. I'm not gonna lie, it does.
Noah, Cal is insisting you text him your Venmo.
Oh, listen, Cal, are you listening?
He's listening right now.
No,
Why
I
would
tried too, and then fucking Sammy
So,
got after me.
I don't have a Venmo.
Or a Cash App.
Hey,
or
that's
a-
what-
or a
Any
Cash
digital
App.
way to give
I
money.
told
No. but-
them the same thing, and so I
but-
said I demand that you hand deliver it in person when you come up, so that way
I-
you must
so-
be forced to see me.
On the
you go.
opposite,
And I'm
like
okay
I
with
want to see
that.
you guys as soon as possible as well. But like on the opposite side, like I it's yours. Like I don't think you should worry about it. Y'all just had a baby and shit. Like it's all you. I appreciate it. Like next time around,
Miss
hell yeah, I'll
Shinigami,
take you out.
welcome.
But like it's all you in my opinion. I appreciate it.
Hot wife said I am a hot detective. Dallas, don't cross me.
I know,
And
she's a wizard.
Cal said,
'Cause
"Shut
I was
up
just
and
gonna-
let me pay you."
I know.
So
Because I
Aggressive.
told Cal that
What?
same thing. I was like,
I'll
just
make
leave it for you.
Hey,
a Venmo
hey.
and I'll talk to
You do this, you get to put on your resume that you are acting talent. No fucking shit.
you do.
You're
And
getting paid.
additionally, if you
Just do it! Make your dreams
If
come
you
true!
don't, we're going to make. I don't know.
I don't think
I don't know what
you
Cal's
can
gonna
do
do.
what Noah's doing and just turn the money back around by putting it on the stream.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks for them
He's so wise in the ways
1,000
of
biddies, my
science.
dude.
1,000 biddies.
Just
Shut
turn
up
us into
and feed your
to
wife
the
and
real
baby
life
more
version
skin.
of the friend group that passes around the same $20.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna be
Oh.
for a little bit, and that's okay.
I gave Noah $5, and then
Investing.
he gave me that $5, and then we almost won $300, and then we didn't.
And
Well,
then
he threw it
Aw.
at you first.
I need
was
to
close, though.
I need to physically apologize for what my brain just did, which it thought would be very funny, which I agree, but would also have been very, very mean.
Yes.
Ominous.
Yes.
Ominous.
Ominous.
Anyway, welcome to Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
I like Tuesday.
I like it better than
Why?
Monday.
You can't have it.
Why not? I want it.
But you don't understand. I want it.
But
Right.
I want
But
it.
can I have it? But like, can
But if I could,
okay. I have been sitting on this for so many weeks. I want to know what's on that damn computer.
yes.
I'm so ready.
Secrets.
Secrets.
Oh, I forgot. Now we can play. We don't have to, but now we can play. How many drinks does your game master have?
Ooh, I'm going with 4.
Everyone
4?
note, I put my fingers up the same time she said 4.
I'm saying
So
5.
if we're both right, I
Then
get
we're both
credit
right.
still.
I'll go 3.5.
I'm saying 5.
3.5.
This isn't Price is Right rules.
I don't care. That's my answer.
420,
Oh, it's gonna
Bob.
be more. It's gonna be more.
Oh, hang on.
I'd like to change my answer.
See, what you didn't know is I had more fingers up.
There were more.
You said I wasn't showing my other. Yeah.
Oh!
God damn. I'm impressed.
5 of them are water.
Oh my
Well, that's
God.
just one drink
It's
separated.
Passover.
That is what I thought about. I had thought that might be the consensus of, well, that's just one drink. There's one that's like lukewarm, one that is cold, one that used to be ice, one that still is ice, and one that has a straw. So
You're right, those are sufficiently different.
thank you.
Important distinctions.
We're
I know
here.
Hot Wife, I was
Welcome.
pretty disappointed too.
Oh, I realize. Oh my god!
Nobody guessed 9.
If I have one more thing,
Oh. we
one
are
more
flipped
thing.
around.
We're flippy.
What did
Courtney,
they
you're in my spot, and I'm in Sarah's
Oh,
spot.
yeah, I haven't done
Sarah's
the
in
thing
your
yet.
spot.
I haven't arranged it yet. That's my bad.
Noah popped his
Wait,
head
who
in and
am
was
I?
like, "You're all in the wrong space."
You're correct, Dallas.
He was very
What the
concerned.
fuck? I didn't even get to play musical chairs.
Nope.
Loser. Which is what my brain was going to do the first time. Now
Oh,
it's not on.
There you go.
Yeah, I literally just had to move one person, and now everybody's in the right spots.
I wanted to play
So,
musical
2
streaming chairs.
people?
Musical streaming chair.
No, it was just if I put Sarah where they were supposed to go, everybody else shifted into place.
There you go.
Ah, perfect.
My name's Courtney. I have vines.
They do have vines.
That's what I said. I would be so good at streaming musical chairs. My name's Sarah. I'm thirsty. I would be fucking top shelf.
Dallas's impressions of everyone. Spot on.
I've never
Arms and
been more
everything.
proud to be your friend.
Yay, that's a lie.
Just-
Also,
I've
You
been
don't
way
know
more
that.
impressive than in that moment.
y'all, I really love that
You'd
Hot Wife
hope.
and Game Dad are literally just in our chat asking each other questions from within the same household.
No, they're not.
They for
Yeah,
sure
they
are. Yeah, hold on.
Oh,
It
that's
was-
amazing.
It started with Cal asking for help, Sammy asking if he needed more milk, him telling her the amount.
You know,
and
I'm
then her
just
saying
so
that
Excuse you.
glad we're
just
here
You
yell at
are
each other
covering
like
up the
normal
gold.
parents.
to
You were covering
facilitate
up the
your
gold
marital
that is
bliss.
Noah. How dare you?
I could
This
come
is
down there and
Noah
shake you a little bit,
erasure.
Dallas.
Oh man. Sometimes we play D&D.
Occasionally.
I'm so.
You think I'm meant to let it go?
You good?
Got him. I'll wait till we actually get into the swing of things before I try and make you break again. Let's go.
Okay.
How sweet of you,
So-
Dallas.
Guys, I had a long day. I'm gonna try really hard to keep this on the rails.
Yeah.
But...
I appreciate that.
Ooh.
We can do this, guys. Serious faces.
I don't know
Just
what
got
that is.
my notes, so that's fine. Ooh.
How dare I? It's literally my job to watch the chat, Cal. That's my job. And technically, I am you on the account right now. And so when Hot Mom adds you, she is also adding me. Because
Wouldn't
it
it be
highlights
cool
it.
if when someone added you, you got a hat?
Wouldn't
Yes.
It's like you're in my brain.
You're welcome.
It's like you're in my brain.
That's friendship, Sarah.
Can my hat have one singular bell at the tippy top?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was also gonna put a big pom pom on it.
Yeah.
Like
It's gonna be, yeah.
Pom pom.
How are we being mean?
Fuck yeah.
Won't be in it for too long because my phone's about to die.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, you gotta charge that bitch.
Get the riffraff out of here.
Wow. I can redeem sound alerts.
Wow.
Oh, everybody has to hydrate.
Can I hydrate with beer?
That's alcohol.
Yes, whatever
That's
liquid
caffeine.
you have.
I have sake. I guess I'll
Whatever
hydrate.
liquid
That'll
you
do.
have. Salud.
I have both. We'll do one of each.
It's Passover, you know. I gotta drink kosher.
You didn't know sake was kosher.
It is.
Nice.
Good to know.
Eddie's gonna drink 3 White Claws tonight.
Fuck.
The more you know.
Well, kosher.
I definitely took migraine medication, like at the very end of the thing, because I went, "Ooh, I feel something coming on." Nope, we're stopping this immediately. I'm not
Migraine
dealing with that
medication.
again.
Give that migraine a stern talking
Not
to.
today.
Not
No,
today,
not today. Not today, Death.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't want to
So-
deal with that again.
We left off with you guys finally making it into Kin's room. The wall concealing his room, shifting back and sliding to the left. What
Kicking
do you
ass
all
at
do?
DDR.
Yeah.
Mara immediately runs in. Like,
Thank you very much, sir.
Amara,
For a gentleman and a scholar.
Immediately in. Perfect.
Mhm.
Iris would be doing some sort of
Thank
check.
you for gifting that sub.
A perception or something. Or
I'll make you shrimp scan for later.
Yeah, go ahead and make your check, Iris.
Cool. Beep 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 beep. Ironically,
would it be a
Singing does
perception
not-
or an investigation?
For you, let's go ahead and give you an investigation because you've just gone straight in. You are right in the heart of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. I have so many burps.
Take a pause, John.
We're gonna see him. I'm so excited.
It's so close.
I'm so excited.
I keep forgetting and then I remember.
What?
We're gonna see John Mulaney.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I was
there
so
it was.
confused.
It wasn't even a burp. It was just a throat gurgle. What were the checks?
a 21.
21. Perfect.
You said investigation.
Yeah.
An 8.
Oh.
The moment
I'm
you
just
walk
running
in,
towards the computer. Like there's
Yeah,
nothing
perfect.
else.
there is nothing else.
Fine.
The moment you step in and the lights automatically turn on and dim up, you see it's a lot. Given how futuristic the lock was and the room outside, you were really expecting it to further that sort of sleek operational situation. It's extremely cozy in here. There's beanbag plush furniture. There's a large gaming chair off to the right where the desk is set underneath a lofted, unmade twin bed. and the monitor, still alight, gives a nice, cozy, warm blue light glow. I can't stop burping.
So what you're saying is, in an attempt to run to the computer, I have fallen face first into the beanbag.
Yeah, and toppled over empty soda cans, snack wrappers, a bunch of like half-eaten chip bags. It's very typically a teenage boy's room.
Those not in the room heard Mara go, "Sweet, yes!" Start to run, scream, and then hear a big thump. Followed by a bunch of crashing.
Yeah.
We're not there.
I mean, we're close.
Yeah, you guys
have come
both
downstairs.
Crystal, yeah, both Crystal and,
Hello,
and Dexter had joined
Hello,
up
motherfuckers.
right at the end, as the door was opening. I know how to tie up my loose ends well enough to make my job easier.
Well, your guy had left, so you had come downstairs, and I vaguely recall you saying you had just been so like serious and mean, and you come downstairs and we're all playing DDR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Disrespecting a man.
Planted my flag.
Disrespecting.
We're not disrespecting.
We're having a conversation.
And he was being shitty, so
He was being cheeky with us.
so I planted my flag on that moral high ground,
You certainly did.
and he fucked off. And then my friends were playing DDR.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were destroying.
Yeah.
We were killing it.
Like
at
we
DDR.
were,
You guys.
just playing. DDR isn't a game. Dance
DDR
Dance
is not a
Revolution
fucking
is
game.
something to fuck
It's not
with.
a
We were
fucking
It's a
destroying.
lifestyle. God damn it.
Just somebody's you play DDR, just lifts up the sleeve and it's just arrows.
Oh God. Do I play it? I live it. If
Does it
that's
look
what
like a
I'm
fucking
saying.
game?
Come here to fuck around.
Why are you digging in my bag? Get out of there.
You
I
must.
don't know. There's so many
Look,
cool things
There's
in there. Give
secrets
me.
in there.
I mean, you
We
could.
both investigate in two
Give
different
me the
ways.
secret.
Neither one of those
Okay.
ways are wrong.
The only other person that has stated they're moving forward towards this has been Iris. Is anyone else going
Oh, yeah,
into the
definitely.
room? Perfect.
Yeah.
Then everyone else do make a perception or investigation check. I'll let you take whichever one you choose.
Oh, that's a pretty good roll.
Iris, as you follow Mara in, taking giving her the moment to topple over, and then extending a hand as you look about.
Ugh.
Burping.
You know what that reminds you? You know what that is? This Chris Traeger. Stop
Stop.
pooping.
Excuse you, Doctor Who. Thank you.
Oh my god, guys, I have a bag of cat. Hold on.
what is tonight?
I don't know.
He got in the bag.
This is how we roll.
He's portable now.
Oh,
A baby.
the fact
Baby.
I'm more impressed with the
You
fact that he didn't freak out when you picked him up in the
Right? He's just like, oh, we're going
He
up.
gets messed with all the
You
time.
big dum dum.
All the time. Anthony does not leave this cat alone for longer than an hour. Which is fine, because he's a butthead.
He's a BB. Okay.
He's a bag of BB.
Right.
The big fat BB.
Iris, you turn and as you're helping Mara up, you notice that the
But you still had to say,
computer
okay, Mom.
is
just a baby.
very much. It's just a baby. Is very much on and unlocked.
nice.
Okay. I'm
I
gonna.
got a dirty 20 for you.
You got a dirty 20. And Dexter and Crystal?
13.
26.
Perfection.
I literally got half.
Rolled that 19.
Yep. So you all walk in, and it's the usual fare for a teenage boy. There's a bunch of energy drinks and soda and chips and all of this. You also see that the computer screen is open, unlocked, and even has a number of computer programs still up and running, despite the it's been I was trying to remember how many days it had been, and I don't remember if I gave you guys a timeline of how long they'd been missing.
I think you have. Hold on. Let me
I feel
look.
like it was
at...
like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
2 weeks? Okay.
That sounds
I
right.
feel like I
Neat.
double check my notes too.
Perfect. So, despite them being gone for 2 weeks, this computer has been untouched.
Last seen leaving mansion a week ago.
A week.
Okay.
Yeah.
A week. There's a couple of like a web page open and then a chat page open. There's a notification in Kin's bank account. You can tell from the routing numbers and the account number that there was a notification given to him about meeting a milestone in his account. At some point, the account had topped over 200 trillion credits.
Wow.
Also shuffling through some papers and seeing some back of the napkin math and a bunch of red marker circling about 144 trillion credits over the course of 4 years had been funneled into this account.
That is
You can also
a lot
see
of damage.
it's a hefty amount. It's not an insignificant amount of money that has been taken.
Yeah, I'm in danger for sure.
Big danger. Yeah, literally the bank account is up. There's a chat window open between him and Levi, and you can see within the messaging app that Levi also has a location currently active, currently refreshed.
And where is his location showing?
It's somewhere in between a couple of bigger shops in the shopping center. So
Yotobashi
he's
commercial?
Yeah, around that corner.
Okay.
Thank God. You guys have these notes because I don't have them anymore. Perfect. Credits. You guys know where to get to Levi. Dexter, as you turn around to give the place a good once over, there's a like half moon table next to the door, the kind of thing where you would throw keys and your wallet and phone and stuff like that. And you see a set of white gloves, an iridescent thread tying their cuffs together.
Gloves?
And gloves, yes.
Okay.
And anything else will have to be an Arcana check.
Okay. I will point the gloves out to
Emotional damage.
Wait, no, just kidding. I'm good at that. I'll Arcana check my damn self. Forgot that was one of like the 3 skills I can do.
I was like, Dallas, are
wanna
you sure?
Check on that, buddy?
You sure, bud?
I did. I checked.
Good.
So there's a 14 with a 7 modifier. There's a 21.
Perfect. You recognize these almost immediately as something referred to on the street as Mummer's Potion. It's an item, but they refer to it as Mummer's Potion.
Gloves?
Yes. While wearing these white gloves, you can use an action to conjure tiny invisible barriers of magical force, the sort of thing that mummers or mimes use for their theater.
I thought you were gonna say tiny invisible bears. My brain like finished the sentence in my head, and I thought tiny invisible bears.
I need a
little
minute.
bear.
These bears are
kind of
too big. These invisible bears are too small.
Too small.
These invisible bears are too
That's
small.
right. Wow. Thank you, Arxie.
Tiny invisible bears.
I use my power of tiny invisible bears. The enemy.
Right?
Don't like that. Don't like that.
Hold
at all.
on, I know I have a bear emote.
I don't care if I don't have my
you
keyboard.
would
I have
want
mouse enough power to approve that.
Bro, I'm gonna be stuck
hate
on
that.
that all night. You can't see them, but you're surrounded by
I
hundreds.
was gonna say you can't prove that you're not currently surrounded by invisible bears. Can't do it.
So fast.
Very fleet.
And small.
Fleet of foot.
So now that everyone's in this room, does this door? Mara's gonna get herself up and dust herself off. Does the door look like it can shut? Like easily, like we're not gonna lock ourselves in?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Mara's gonna shut the door.
Good call. I will bring attention to the Mummer's Potion and just ask if anybody wants the weird mime gloves. Because no, over here, I don't know about everybody else, but I have my own gloves. They're very fancy. They punch people real good. So
I don't think they'd fit on me. So
absolutely, I will give the gloves to Crystal.
Excellent.
Enjoy your magic mime gloves.
No words exchanged. She just.
I can't use my mouse to copy that. I'll send it to you later. Hope you don't get to combat. If you do, I'll send it to you before that.
It's okay. I'll look it up too.
Yeah.
And I've got other things in combat as well. So.
Yeah. It's also just it's a fun out of combat thing too.
Yeah.
Because it's an actual fucking mime.
Are you gonna say anything about the conversation that was had previously when Mara shuts the door?
Yes. I would politely update everyone that HoloGrandpa walked out on us, so it's probably a pretty good thing that we got this open when it did. I found his journal, which we now have a digital copy of because I took pictures of each individual page.
Because we also don't know that this room, you found out that this room is off the grid.
Did I find that out in that conversation, or did we know that already?
I think you found
Regardless.
out in that conversation that was his office / whatever.
Okay, well then.
Yes.
Yes. I will also let you all know
in his
that.
lifetime, he had used that as his office.
Right. So we should be off the grid theoretically.
Just info dump.
We should take pictures of what's up on the computer screen, like
100%,
and the location and the bank balance. And
Account information, what their aliases are, if we can find it, delivering accounts, see if there's any indication of which delivering accounts are linked.
Now that we have,
you'll be able to snatch that, no problem.
Cool.
So since we have all of that on his computer, can I open up Ada's laptop and have all that in there too? That way we can go back to it.
Certainly, yeah.
Cool. We're just gonna. This
Yeah.
laptop is now mine. She can
This
get it
is-
back if we deem it acceptable. But
This
it's
is now Mara's
now
laptop.
mine.
If you get
I
your
mean, with
time,
her,
yeah.
with her trillions of fucking credits, she can buy her own goddamn laptop.
Well, right? What the
That's-
If
fuck?
she isn't dead, yeah.
I mean, assuming they're not dead.
Yeah.
If she isn't dead.
There's so many pictures of the whole room being taken.
I mean, it's
Perfect.
factual.
If I know anything about people with millions of credits, it's that they're really big fans of keeping it, and that they really don't give a shit what they have to do to keep it. So I imagine we bump that up to a B, not only a B, sorry, a T.
TR. Specifically.
Gonna be having some issues.
A trilly.
A trilly. That's a life-changing amount of money for normal people.
For normal people.
That's so much more than a life-changing amount of money.
Correct.
It's a world-ending amount of money.
Yeah.
I would die.
Yeah.
It would be.
100,000 would be a life-changing amount of money for me.
You're not wrong.
Oh, I forgot what my roll was last time. I need to re-roll it.
You gave Iris, you gave Dexter. Crystal and Steffi, did they investigate?
I got a 13. So I didn't pick up much. I was mostly observing you guys doing things.
I got a 20. I thought I was involved in the computer stuff. It was part of my.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But between both Iris and Steffi's roles, you are able to find all of the account information, the different routing numbers, the couple bits of evidence that Kin himself had written out and done the math for you, thankfully, and a couple of other things to just paperclip together.
And being a gecko, I also saved you guys 15% on your car insurance.
We were very concerned about that.
Excuse you, it's called 15% on your Zoided insurance.
On your
now.
Zoided insurance? Come on.
Is that those big
Excuse
plastic
me.
balls in New Zealand? Is that how people get around?
Dear God, I hope so.
This is the future I want. Oh no, it's a traffic accident. Bonk.
Bonk.
Boink.
It's just a quick bonk.
Oh, somebody used the bonk sound alert.
Bonk!
Oh,
There's a bonk. I think it's
There's
a
the
biddies.
bonk.
I think it's a big
Kin-
one.
Oh,
I gotta get to it. I gotta get to it. Where is it?
can Mara go through the the drawers and cabinets and stuff?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, she'd like to do that.
As far as anything that you find, I realize I've gotten my big dumb mouth. My big dumb mouth has gotten me in trouble more than enough times that I realize I should probably take at least some notes if I'm going to start doing
Your
fun
big
things.
dumb mouth does
that
get
way.
you in a lot of trouble.
Listen,
As you specifically
Listen.
say it. That is exactly how you
Uh,
phrase it. It was not me. Hold on.
you do not tell me to hold on.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. That's all.
Don't you ever.
Okay, thank
A
you.
bonk, a bonk, a bonk.
Yeah, Mari, you're gonna go through all of the desk drawers, all of there's also a dresser and like an armoire.
Mm-hmm. So
Would you
like
like to go through all of
essentially,
that?
yeah. So she's looking for they've been squatting in this house essentially, and like now that we know that they've had all of this money coming in,
Mhm.
like is there like new stuff that we can kind of tell that they're using? Also, like, does it look like is there any sign that they left in a hurry? Is there like
Is there any sign
well-worn stuff that
Is there any sign that HoloGrandpa is using their account to launder his own money?
That is an interesting question that will warrant your own investigation check.
I believe in you.
Yeah, both of you go ahead and roll.
Can I, meanwhile, just digging through the journal to see if there's any relevant info?
Yeah.
Potentially as an assist to look to see if there's anything in the journal about laundering money or being aware of the money laundering or in that regard.
So then either before Noah tells us what he got,
quiet, you said.
He can either take advantage because Dexter is helping to find specific information for that, or you can roll your own investigation.
I will give no advantage. Roll it again.
I got a 23.
Because that face meant either you had just rolled really well or really poorly. So
really well, but I will always take dirty. I got a
fish for the crit, homie.
A dirty 21.
Nice.
So it wasn't a natural.
Dirty 21.
It wasn't a natural.
Okay. Mara, you, after taking what you find to be enough pictures and suitable documentation of all of Kin's situation from Ada's laptop, you set that down, start going through his drawers. You pull out one drawer that is just straight up trash. It is just a trash drawer. There.
I imagine Mara's like opening drawers and going, "Ooh, put that one back."
This is a teenage boy's room.
Yeah. There's a couple of other drawers in the desk that are like full of wires, full of like asinine just receipts, things that he couldn't be bothered to throw away. You move to the dresser and it's actually rather immaculate, and you guys can tell that the majority of this clothing was bought within the last month at least. The oldest pieces of clothing that would be here are they look like they could be referred to as like Little League
or like
t-shirts.
Sentimental.
Yeah. There's a drawer of that seems pretty untouched at the bottom. And everything else seems really well cared for and appreciated.
Is there like, are they like expensive? Like she's also looking for, after seeing all the money, she's looking for like, was there also expensive items, or were they kind of like going under the, like keeping it relatively normal? It
seems like
she'd know if these clothes are like high quality.
Yeah. Mara can absolutely judge just by the fabric itself. The biology between your planet and what we've recreated on Neo Gaia is similar enough that the organic fabrics feel like you can tell when silk is silk, you can tell when cotton is cotton. Most of this is high quality cotton. Some of it is like name brands that you've seen as you've been walking along the streets and just seen advertisements for.
Or in the two weeks of grilling Iris of like, okay, what is the world?
Yes.
Tell me now.
What is the world?
What is McDonald's?
What are this?
What in the fuck is a McDonald's?
Why?
Well, you see,
McRib not all the time.
I imagine Mara would have gone,
Recession.
teach me everything. And Iris would go, okay, there's some things you must know. Here's the standards.
Yes. Here's how to people.
Here's how to people. But yeah, there isn't anything like crazy.
Okay.
And there isn't any like, you get the sense also from the way that he sort of keeps his hygiene regimen really pared down and basic. This kid's lucky he's doing body wash.
Oh.
Okay.
He's living his life. He's a teenage boy.
He's trillionaire, so he's doing better than us.
capitalistic
Uh,
feelings.
and
So has
You
there
got
been
it,
any?
Shannon.
Has there been any money laying around then?
go ahead and make another investigation check for that.
Do we use
Uh,
physical money
Steppy.
these times?
There's some.
It's a 16.
There would be no like physical cash on hand. As far as like how common it is for someone to carry what the physical form of credits is, which is essentially a key fob that you are able to use and scan. But it's a singular thing. It's kept on one ring. It doesn't look like there's anything like that around here.
Okay. So they probably would have taken that with them.
Conceivably,
It's
yes.
a face assumption. Can we cross-reference the financial records versus the lead up to a week ago when they disappeared?
In the journal, yeah.
Yeah. What did
there-
Steppy get?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd like to see if there's any correlation real fast.
After Steppy puts his head down, and while Mara is digging through the drawers and Iris is making sure that all of the files that are required for this document are going to be completely in triplicate, essentially. Steppy, you're poring over this beautiful mind style.
Yeah.
Trying to see
The
if there's
janitor
any
on the math problem.
Licking the shit out of his eyeball.
Yes.
Gotta stay
Oh, God.
hydrated.
No, the tongue just is stuck on the eye. The eye is the only thing that's moving back and forth, making my tongue jewel.
Crystal comes over and gently sprays his eye.
Spritz, spritz.
like a
I
little
don't
tiny
even-
cactus.
I don't
Yeah,
even notice.
I keep
Normally,
a
I
little spray
thank
bottle
you.
for him.
You know, just in case.
Because he does this sometimes.
Yeah. You get to the end of it and pour over it again. You get to the end of it and you pour over it a third time. And there's nothing that would indicate that von Studenbach is taking this money and leaking it into his accounts. In fact, there's no knowledge between Studenbach's records and what Kin and Ada have left behind to indicate that either of them even really knows that the other exists. I mean,
The other's money
Eh.
exists.
yeah.
Okay.
Steppy slams the paper down once he's done, and then just leads back and interesting, and just stares into space for a second.
Not gonna share that with the group.
And then after staring into space for approximately 60 seconds, he shares that with the group.
I feel like after you slammed the paper down and said interesting, Iris would have just been like,
Care to share?
You want to
being dramatic as fuck right now.
While Steppy is being dramatic,
It's a mystery.
Crystal it wasn't really doing much in the investigation part of figuring all that out because that's their purview. But she's gonna go over toward the door and just like listen for any like shifting, any like change even in like frequencies to see if like HoloGrandpa is trying to like come through. Like I'm just trying to keep an eye out to see like how much we're being watched and if something or someone is approaching.
yeah. Make a perception check.
Okay. 24. That's a 17 plus 7.
7 modifier gag, rise up.
There's no sense you get that HoloGrandpa is coming in and adjust like, because you're right, him swooping in to take in any sort of surveillance would take away from the bass buzzing that you are hearing, Crystal, just zoning out, not really seeing much, but hearing everything. Were he to come in, it would take some of the electric load off, so then it would shift pitch.
That's good to know.
Crystal's on
This
top
is
of
how
it.
electricity works.
This is how someone
Not everyone
who
can
is...
hear electricity, and I didn't know that until about a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My house sounds different when my fridge is running really hard and when it's not.
Or when
Anyway.
you have. Anyways.
Yeah. What you do notice is a slight oscillation that does not it does not seem to be coming from back in Kin's room. You get the idea that there's something else that you
It's
might
coming
be
from
missing.
somewhere.
That it could be coming from somewhere near.
Not the room we were just in and not the room we're currently in, but there is something nearby one of these spaces.
That there might be in the DDR room itself, perhaps a door that got missed.
Crystal will just ask the room in general, how does this door open?
Mara's gonna walk over to it and just is there a handle or
Yeah,
what does the door
it's
look
just
like?
it's your basic
Okay.
like.
Mara's just
slide
gonna
in,
walk
shift
over
out.
to it and be like, "Gotcha."
The first time was much more complicated. And then
and then as soon as you step out, she's not gonna shut it all the way, but she is gonna slide it to like
No.
this much.
Keep it open. I might need someone else to come with me. Dex?
Oh, I'll come with you.
Before Dex leaves, is there a way to sync a feed between that computer and anybody's personal computer? Just if there's a GPS tracker for the kid, I would like a way to keep a live tab on the kid.
I think.
Can we do it through a
Ada's?
laptop?
Can I
Make the equivalent would be an Arcana check. So
Yeah.
so go ahead and make that for me. It's more to see like how much of the software you recognize and any one of you recognize and think you can manipulate.
17.
18.
Nice.
Yeah. You notice easily enough that Ada has the same messaging app open, and you would be able to find Levi through that as well.
I should imagine they'd have the same programs. So Mara's just gonna pull it out of her bag and hand it to you and say, if you wanna, I connected a bunch of stuff up. If you just wanna verify, you can do that. If you wanna be a second set of eyes. Because I logged into everything that I could already.
Dexter is going to take the laptop, look you in the eye, and say, "That's very good work."
Thanks! And then she'll go, I'll go help Crystal now.
Okay.
As she walks out, Crystal is literally just walking slowly along the wall with her eyes closed and one hand on the wall, like just sensing for it. Just there is something.
She's gonna be a little bouncy coming out of the room, see what you're doing, and then like kind of like get very like silent footstep and like tiptoe towards you and be, what are you doing?
We've missed something.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be
If I
Go
like,
ahead
is there
and-
like
Yeah, Crystal will get advantage on that check then.
I love how
Which is
Mara
a perception
is
check.
this group's little sister.
Yeah.
I've decided, listen, you wanted to be investigating. Mara's throwing herself wholeheartedly into trying to be helpful.
The most investigative ever.
I'm gonna do the best
Yes.
investigating that has ever been investigated.
I'm gonna take that 18 for 25.
Woo!
And not the 3 for 10.
I think that's a solid decision.
Yeah.
So,
I don't mean to backseat game.
no, it's a solid decision. As you are guiding your hand across, you get to the opposite wall of where Kin's room is. And despite there being a seamless surface underneath your hand, you can tell where the wall stops, where there is an entrance. Not only that there is an entrance, but that there's some sort of electrical signal coming from inside.
So how would this one open?
Maybe you have to screech at it at just the perfect pitch.
Bird calls.
No, you've already. So you did a perception.
Is
check
that
for
something Dexter does?
No. Dexter would open the journal and see if there's anything about the building in addition to or the functionality of the DDR as more than just a game. Like just skimming for areas about that.
You find plenty that talks about it unlocking and locking the room that you're in, Kin's room.
Wow.
How that was student box, private study. No, you don't find anything else pertaining to another wall or another covert room.
If you knock on it, does it sound hollow in one area?
Do you knock on it?
Like if I just like,
Yeah.
Crystal's now found it. If
Yeah.
if you just like,
so she's just
She's
staring at it.
stopped scanning the wall and she's just
Stop
staring.
scanning. I'm standing at it and just like looking for something around it to give me some sort of indication of what to do with it.
Yeah, Mara, you walk up, give it a knock knock, and it is more hollow than the space where Crystal had been. So there is a little bit of some sort of resonance on the
like
other side.
a door size hollowness. I will knock as high as I can reach to
Make an
the floor.
investigation check. Yeah, you're gonna do the whole thing.
I'm gonna do the whole
You go,
thing.
you go up, you go over, and you kind of figure out from there.
Yep. Okay.
This is not Crystal's expertise.
I knew what it was like to not have a stud finder in my house for the first 6 months I lived here.
Yeah.
the
I
things
cannot
learned.
wait for the day.
You said investigation.
Yes.
That I get to make the stud finder joke as a dad. I think that's when you make it. I think that's really when you like come into your own. When you're like, ah.
Also, and when you get a grill and you can like clack the tongs together.
You got to make sure they're still tonguing.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Oh no.
She's trying. She's trying so hard.
What is Mara's strength?
Oh.
She's so just what strength? Like her strength number or like her saving strength?
Her ability score.
She it's an 11.
Hey, it's above average.
Yeah.
Just barely.
Still counts.
She's got an extra. She's got extra to her saving throw because fighter, but
yeah.
She's not a strength fighter, so
She's a dex based
Right.
fighter.
absolutely.
Crush DDR, get crushed by the door trap.
Oh no.
Yes.
Door
Life's about
trap?
balance.
She is
So-
Dexy. If it involves
Yes,
speed,
extremely,
she's
extremely
done,
dexterous. Which is going to work out for Mara in this case, because you go to start knocking to try and get an approximation of where this wall is, or where this doorway is, and you knock a little harder than you think. You didn't think it would be enough to punch through the drywall?
Ooh.
Mara has never punched through a wall. She, as soon as it happens, she is like,
It's just
All right, Kyle,
It wasn't even
settle down.
drywall, it was just
her-
cardboard.
she's hit it. She's like hit it like this, and she just takes a step back, turns around, and just goes like, I don't.
What happened?
Crystal just like gently pets her head and then goes up and punches the wall.
absolutely.
Ugh.
She's
Yeah,
got
just
her fist,
decimates
and
this wall.
she's just like, I've never done that before.
Go ahead and make an unarmed strike, Crystal.
Okay.
The reason we can't have nice things.
Oh,
Stephanie
nice.
texts,
You can't. You
23 to hit.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Fuck that
this wall
wall.
doesn't stand a fucking chance.
That's 3
Fuck this wall.
damage with an unarmed strike. Hey, I have a +2 to strength. That's
Hell
not bad.
You do.
It's not bad. Crystal's
Yeah,
pretty strong.
Swole.
you punch through enough of the wall to like get a peek in there. Is that all you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what's going on in here.
Okay. Yeah, make a perception check.
Mara is looking, but her hands are still like, what did you find? What did we find?
11.
It's
Tunnel.
real dark in here.
Hmm.
You hear some soft beeping. Almost like a heart monitor,
Don't like
but
that.
a bit more regulated.
Nope. Nope. Bad.
Don't like that.
No.
Don't like that.
Why?
Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that.
Beeping is concerning. Can I kick the wall?
Jesus,
Can we
guys.
just like
It
grab the
doesn't beep
hole
then.
and like make it bigger?
Yeah, you absolutely
Okay.
can.
Yeah,
Great.
I want to like kick the wall.
I would
and
like
start,
to make
pulling
it
out.
big enough to
Christ.
walk inside.
HoloGrandpa's a pixel vampire.
Or actually,
I-
is it?
He has
Is
to
it an
suck the
actual
graphics
room?
from other programs to stay alive.
It's an actual room though, ain't it?
Yeah, it is like a whole room.
I'd like to make a big enough hole and climb through the wall.
Okay. It takes a few minutes, and by this point, all of your compatriots see this, and there is who is outside of watching this? Because I know Crystal and Mara are right up next to it. Dexter's observing.
Yeah, I'm about 10 feet back, just waiting to have to explain
Did
this.
you watch? Did you see me punch the wall?
I did. I did see you punch the wall.
As soon
So
As soon as
she
it-
would have been like, did you see that?
as soon as there's a big enough
Subtle.
hole for Steppy's gonna get on the wall. Just crawl in.
Yeah.
Okay. So those of you that are just watching as Mara does this, you do notice a small little blue bean starts like bobbing down the stairs towards and stops in the tall like entryway of where
I was gonna
the
say,
DDR.
could we stop him?
No, I would just, so he's in the room now? Well, he's coming into the room.
If you'd like, I would say that if you guys wanted to try to stop him, I would give you a dex check to see how quickly you could react to him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dex.
And then I
saving
would
throw?
also like immediately motion to the people that are in the wall. 10 seconds.
Yeah, as soon
That's
as
a
the
20.
hole, as soon as the hole
That's
was
a 20.
big enough for me, I would have slipped
Yeah.
in. So
Okay.
Not
Dexter?
Not a 20. That's a 7.
So,
It's a 7.
It's a
Blufred, you've been around the mansion long enough to know that Blufred has a fun little quirk. He does not have a bell or noise per se, but there's a little tiny screw that isn't quite tight enough in the circular capsule that displays his face. So it does give this little jingle sound, especially as he sort of floats down the stairs, because he's a robot, but he's still going to respect the physics of this house. He's going to use the stairs like a gentleman.
like a
So
little
Dexter-
blue-
God, I fucking love Blufred.
A little blue gentleman. So Dexter, as you hear this, you give a nod to your compatriots.
Mara and Dexter make eye contact to go.
Yeah, and at that point, Mara has made just a big enough space for Steppy for you to slide in through, and then as Dexter's going around the corner, Mara, you've created enough space for you to get in as well. As soon as you make the corner to intercept Blufred, Dexter, the little blue bean sees you and goes, "Hello, Sir Dexter."
You're bigger. I figure you could be Block.
Sir Dexter.
Hello, Sir Dexter.
You're gonna lie to this little gentleman.
Steppy, Mara's like pushed you inside and said, "Go!" and just like dove inside.
The two of you
I
can
was
make perception
already
checks
in,
for
and
me.
you just shoved my tail.
He's like clearly, and he's like, no!
I'm already inside. You just make me smash my eye into something. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
There's just a flurry of tail and suction cup noises.
I mean, that's a pretty accurate character description.
You hear a weird, like, suction splatter noise as I slam to the fucking ground.
Just squish noises.
Weird squish noises, yes.
I like to think I've like semi-tackled you in a like takedown, but like a quiet takedown. So like I'm trying to muffle that sound. So I'm just
So that's what they call it in football, a quiet takedown.
Subtle.
I will
Real
agree to this
subtle.
only if my hand gets stuck to your face.
Then.
awkward. It's uncomfortable. Mara's not happy, but she's also like in panic mode, and so she like I feel like there's a couple of seconds where we're just like laying there on the floor, not moving, just going.
Steppy's just angrily whispering, "I have it. What is this?"
I love you, Steppy. I love you so much. So Dexter's gonna go up to Blufred and just hey, little boy Blue. Anybody ever tell you got a screw loose there?
Yes.
Good talk.
Good
You want-
distraction next.
You want a screw loose there?
It gives me personality.
You personality, you fucking jelly bean. No.
I find you suffer from a deplorable excess of personality, with or without the screw.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh. No.
Can I please fix your screw?
You hear once he says I'm sorry, you just hear a really quiet "oh" coming from the fucking wall.
But it's
And
like
Steffi's just like, "Oh."
If Bluford can read social cues, you could have seen Dexter's heart shatter at that moment.
Oh god.
Can I please just fix your screw?
What is my purpose? Your purpose is to pass the
Pass
butter.
Oh. Oh God.
Oh God.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Oof.
This,
I
things
guess-
were going so well, and then it just got
I
weird.
guess
Stop
you
letting
roll a
Dexter talk to
perception.
people.
Dexter, roll a persuasion. Mara and Steppy, roll me perception to see what you guys see in that room.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's actually not as terrible as I was afraid it was going to be.
Oh,
14.
I got a natural 20, so it's gonna be a 27.
14.
Okay.
I got a bastard 20.
Hey.
I also have dark
so
vision, by the way.
As
A dirty bastard 20.
I don't
Dirty
know if
bastard
there's.
20.
I know you said it was dark in there, so I just wanted to
Filthy,
clarify.
filthy 20.
it's dark in there, but given that there's no light source much aside from like a ambient glow of green from what appears to be mostly like sterile white, almost glossy surfaces. In the center, you can see a raised bed of sorts that is an oblong capsule. It has a lid over the top of it as well. There are some monitors on the wall, one of which is monitoring heart and oxygen capacity. There's another one that is observing the different delta and theta brain waves that are being recorded in potentially whatever vessel is inside of this capsule inside.
And that's is it? Can we see into the capsule at all?
Make me another investigation check as you guys move in forward. Dexter, as you're out there, do you have anything on you to fix Blufred or to attempt to change it to mess with his screw?
So that's a good question. Theoretically, in my head, Dexter always carries around a duffel because the fists are, big.
Yeah.
And so the duffel would probably be big enough to have tools, and because he's an artificer, he would probably keep tools on him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say yes.
Pulls out a hammer.
My arm.
So what
Just
sort
a
of
sledgehammer. Let me fix your screw, little buddy.
Yeah.
That's what I was imagining. A big ass.
I mean, that does sort of change the way that he may or may not react to you,
like
depending
Peter
on what sort of
Gabriel?
tool you're going to use.
You like Peter
Gabriel.
You feeling
That's
lucky?
a sledgehammer reference.
It's a-
Children, Google
It's
it.
very good.
I wanna be.
Who you telling to Google?
You should have Tinker's tools
Yeah,
as an artificer.
as an artificer.
Yeah,
Noah,
should.
Noah puts that in the chat too.
Yep.
'Cause
Yeah,
he's
you
also
set down your
an artificer.
duffel and you go to like pull out your tools and not looking at Blufred, you just sort of hear him softly say, "But I like my personality."
Oh.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fix
Don't
the
you
screw
dare
on.
fix it.
We're gonna fix the screw on this side, and we're gonna break the screw on the other side.
What?
Beep bo.
I gave him a new haircut.
This is peer pressure.
What do you?
at its
Oh my
finest.
god!
Fine, I'll do a really
Is-
terrible job fixing the screws, but it will
Crystal's still
definitely
standing.
break later.
Crystal's still standing like right outside the hole, right?
Yep.
Can I feel like Mara's like listening to this and can she just like look out, peer at Crystal and be like, help him.
I am helping. I'm fixing his screw.
Crystal's like,
Ow.
What would I do?
Can I
This
roll
is
to
not my realm of
shoddy fix?
expertise.
Can I roll to fix shoddily?
Yes.
Intentionally shoddily?
Yes. Because he did succeed the persuasion. That contested because he got a nat 20. But he really does want it fixed.
Poor little bee.
It's not great when you've got a screw rattling around.
Just say.
What do you want as a personality, buddy? He'll help you with
I'll
whatever you
build
want.
you. Can I
I'll
get
give you a
There's
new
something
personality.
Can I interest you in a bitchin'
Oh
chainsaw
my
mohawk?
lord.
Chainsaw
Let's get you
mohawk.
something that you want that isn't a problem.
That isn't a problem.
Just hope
Uh,
renovator.
So
Yeah.
I'll fix his here. This is my compromise. Instead of fixing it shittily, I'll fix his screw and then I'll like tack on like a star. It's like into his metal, so he's got etched
Are you gonna give him a
forever.
tattoo?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm tattooing him.
Is it
Oh,
like a
okay.
little
Robot.
Dremel you keep with you?
Like, here you go, buddy.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
want? I'll give you
I
something
will.
else.
There.
Bro,
I'll ask him.
Give
What
it-
do you
no,
want? If you were gonna describe your personality in a single image, what would it be?
Give him little lips on what his would-be neck would be.
Oh,
Tommy Lee.
Blufred Fox.
Yeah.
so
Blue
you
Fox
ask him
is not a sentence I
if
thought I would ever hear in my life.
I'm sorry, Blufred fucks. Okay,
Damn it.
he does.
uh,
We didn't choose this. He chose.
so you
this.
asked
He
him
fucks.
what his personality in an image would be, and he
Yes.
his eyes they downcast, and you just hear him softly go, "Blue."
My
That's
heart.
how you know. That's how you know he fucks. He probably brings an acoustic. He probably brings an acoustic guitar to parties and shit. This man fucks, bro.
Anyway, here's
Yeah.
Wonderwall.
No, he said blue.
He's a
There's
robot!
songs about that. There's songs about that. That's crazy. He's a whole genre of music.
Fine.
He's a whole.
Give
So-
him a star.
I
Oh my
will give him a
Yeah.
blueberry. I will give
No,
him
give
a
him-
blueberry.
Bro, he said blue. Give him a cowboy hat.
Blue.
Oh God.
It's my robot
Oh,
marking.
God.
I get to pick the tattoo.
Do it.
And I'll blueberry. He gets a
Oh,
blueberry.
It's a,
If he was
Okay.
green, he would die. You don't understand.
Oh my god.
oh,
Oh, we killed Noah.
He's
Could
done.
never miss this many sessions in a row ever again.
We gotta.
This is not allowed to happen ever again.
Just pure unmitigated bullshit.
okay.
Blueberry. And or a harmonica.
Yes, you
and
gonna-
or a harmonica. Wait
Yes,
for it.
there we go. Meet in the middle with the harmonica.
It's a harmonica.
He just
Blue
becomes
Fred is
Blues
a
Traveler.
bard now. There's nothing we can do. He's a bard now. That's how you
So-
know he fucks.
Harmonica.
He's a
inside.
Harmonica.
Who made me investigations for further information on the capsule
investigation.
itself?
Is there-
18.
18,
So investigation. I got 17. I'm so sorry.
17.
And
So-
Mara's like staying, like, if there is anything in there, she's being very cautious and like staying down at Steppy's level and like first. Just to be
Steppy-
clear.
Steppy's giving her a really weird look and then just kind of walking over there.
Mara's acting really
Yeah.
weird. It's fine.
Steppy's gonna just flash you a really strange look and then gaze over it like a normal gecko person.
So,
A normal gecko.
Completely average.
The
Wizard boy.
capsule is sitting at about 2 feet off the ground.
Okay.
So it's pretty easy to look over into the top of it. The way that it's shaped, there's a small circular window that seems to allow you to see inside to the capsule. The rest is covered up and opaque. The window does also appear to be very frosted over. But through that frost, it seems that you can recognize a humanoid figure.
Oh no! I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay, at this
I
point,
don't want to
all
be
right.
the reason
So,
why.
Steppy, you and I have not had this much contact since we got very drunk. But Mara is like she's staying very close to you. She's just like I feel like both of us are just making eyes at each other and just like, you look. No, you look. You get closer.
As soon as we see it's like a humanoid shape, Steppy's just gonna look at you and whisper and just be like, if he opens his eyes, I'm fucking gone. I'm making a new fucking hole in that wall. I'm not even looking for the one we fucking came in through. I'm
You two are having your
Um,
Scooby-Doo friendship moment.
Did we?
Correct.
Did we? We've got a photo, like a photograph thing on us, right?
I will take.
Yeah.
I will take.
Okay.
said
You
it's
guys
frosted
have
over.
Ada's laptop, as well as especially anyone that has spent time on Neo Gaia. Mara, this might have been one of the things that we hooked you up with the first night that you got here. We're just going to assume everyone has a pocket computer similar to what
Cool.
we in this time and this timeline call a phone. It's
Got
not
it.
a fucking phone.
I would like
It's
to
very
take.
good.
I would like to take a photo, not flash, of this person.
Can
So
Crystal
is there-
hear them whispering to each other about the fucking? Because I'm just standing by
Oh,
the
yeah.
hole.
And then
So-
Yeah.
Can Crystal try and
frosted
make her way
over?
through the hole?
I was gonna say Mara's
Yeah,
gonna go back
it's
to the
large
hole
enough
and
for
like say like, if Dexter's gone, come here.
Okay, so while she's telling Crystal that, Steppy is gonna see if the frost is inside or outside, and I'm gonna see if I can wipe to see clearly in.
Oh, I didn't want to touch it yet. Oh,
Sorry, whispering around a dead body is giving me worse vibes. I want to get this done. I don't need this.
you don't know if it's a dead body.
I don't need to sit around.
Crystal-
falling
no,
asleep
it's worse if it's alive, but there's a monitor,
Okay.
so like,
As Crystal walks,
You don't know if it's alive.
As
you
Crystal
said there was
steps
beeping.
through
Doesn't
the
mean that's
hole.
alive.
That's why I need to look in.
Crystal's gonna
Yeah.
say, "Hey, Mara, go check on Dexter." And then is gonna.
I'm good.
I don't. This is to distract Mara, not to actually check on Dexter.
What?
Because Mara is distressed. Mara has not had a lot of experience with this sort of situation, so she's trying to get her to somewhere that's a little bit more familiar. Go talk to a robot with your friend Dexter.
So
and
Mara's
she's gonna come in and be like, "All right, what's the deal? Something's dying. Something's alive. What's going on?"
You walk in as I'm touching it to wipe away.
Yeah,
whatever
Steppy's like wiping.
sensation, and I just look at you with.
I feel like there's like a slight back and forth because Mara's like, but there's a thing. There's
I've
a
got
person
that.
in there.
Mara, I'll
But
take care of that.
But
Mhm. Go check on
fine.
Dexter. Go check
Oh,
on
go
Dexter,
ahead.
sweetheart.
Yeah, he's struggling. I'll be right back. And she'll climb out of the
You
hole.
said he's struggling.
He's not
Oh,
struggling.
Dexter's
I
struggling.
know that he's not
Okay.
struggling, but we're gonna
I-
let Mara think that, and we're just gonna let it go.
That's the only way Mara. She thinks that
We're getting raided. Asher Bear.
Asher Bear,
Hey,
thank you so
friends.
much for raiding. Hi, friends. Hi, Moon. I guess we should put the socials and everything back in the chat again. I'll do it. This time.
They also just went up, I think.
Oh yeah,
Great.
they did.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah,
welcome,
They
welcome
will-
to
they will
Cygnus
get to
A.
see what
We're dealing. Everyone's freaking out about whether or not a body is dead.
It might be preserved. It's fine.
Yes, so we are investigating the disappearance of some children. We have found a secret room that may or may not contain a dead body, or may not contain a live
Steffi,
body as well.
You move away. You wipe at the mirror, and you can see that the frost appearance was some sort of dust, as well as another layer on the other side. So you've gotten approximately 50% of the clarity, and you can see that it's a very long face, rather muscular, nearly bald, and
Is it
very
the
young.
Is it the old man?
It is not the old man, and it is
Okay.
neither Ada nor
Hello,
Kin.
motherfucker.
And it's
Hello,
not Levi
motherfuckers, thank you
either.
for the follow.
We just got random
Okay.
bodies in this bitch.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey, Scuba Duck.
Also, Mara would have disappeared for like 2 seconds, and then her face would have popped back up and gone like, take lots of pictures. Okay, bye.
So Steppy is gonna.
yes,
take
I'm your Thembo tour guide.
Yes.
I
We've got an emote. We got an emote.
I would like to look.
Emotional
Can I
damage.
see if I recognize any of the medications to see if I can tell if it's either A, keeping him alive, or B, keeping him like sedated.
Yo, I said
Go
10
ahead
seconds.
and make an investigation check.
Okay, this is a glance. Maybe I know what the difference between morphine
You're
and
totally
fucking
fine,
like,
Scuba Duck. You guys can feel free to use
Another
words even if
chemical.
You interrupt us.
Noah. It's space morphine or
Oh.
Space.
Sorry.
Space morphine.
Space morphine.
I don't look or
much
space
better than regular
fucking-
morphine.
Spice
or
all.
space LSD
Definitely.
that's just keeping
Space
him in a
stimulates
coma,
your space,
you know
baby.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Space
Crystal
tingling.
might come back just to hit that redemption again. It's a good one.
Oh.
Emotional damage is a fun one.
I got 18 on that one.
Crystal also wants
18.
to to look over like medicine check or survival check or something to see like
Okay.
what all around there.
Oh, would that be a medicine check?
If you'd like to change it, I will allow that.
I'm gonna see if I'd like to change it. You know what I'm saying? I'll look
Just
at
gonna
it.
double check
21.
those modifiers.
Oh yeah, I'll do a medicine check. That's gonna be,
Yeah,
That's
we're
actually
wise
Mara
to
comes
the
up
Mushrooms
behind
and
your
medicine.
shoulder.
it's gonna be a 20.
Mara comes up behind your shoulder as you're like getting the details in on the blueberry and the harmonica. It's
Yeah.
a blueberry harmonica.
It's
I was
a
gonna say, I'm
harmonica
gonna
with a
look-
blueberry on it.
I'm gonna look over my shoulder at Mara and be like, "Do you think a blueberry and a harmonica is too much? Do you think it's gauche?"
Blufred, do you like it? This is all about you. We want to make sure you're happy.
I like my personality.
Yeah, we're gonna go with both.
He
Okay.
deserves it. This beautiful.
Do you-
little
This is a
creature.
sad robot.
Do you think Listen,
Okay.
Blufred, if you wanna
looks up
be-
at you. He looks up at both of you and he asks, "What is a harmonica?"
No! No!
And then
No!
I'm gonna pull out that personal computer and get on space YouTube and show him somebody fucking blazing on a harmonica.
Blues Traveler.
Oh, of course, Blues Traveler, Space Blues Traveler, Space
Age-
Traveler.
Blues
the
Traveler.
ancient
Traveler.
bards, blues traveler. Thank you. The ancient bards of Earth.
Correct.
You guys spend the next couple of minutes introducing Blufred to the beauty that is a harmonica.
Blue, so
spend a
Mara's
couple
also if
changing
that
their life.
doesn't end up being long enough, we'll get there. But
It is.
Mara's also got more of a plan if necessary.
Dexter has so many harmonica videos on deck. Just a
course.
truly
Of course,
mind-boggling
an
amount.
atrocious amount.
I mean, some would say excessive, but he wouldn't listen. Just the
Sounds
right
They'd be
amount
wrong.
of harmonica.
They would be incorrect,
You know, they just
Uh,
lack the culture of other people.
clearly. Crystal and Steppy, What were your medical rolls? Medicine
I hit
checks.
Beautiful Minds again on that fucking clipboard. I did 25.
For medicine, so if it's medicine, I got an 18. If it's survival, I got a 21.
Yeah, it'll be medicine. The survival. It'll give you the same information essentially.
Yeah.
As you hear a distant harmonica beginning to echo outside of the.
Steppy just mutters, God, that is one sad robot.
Listen, do you know how hard it was for me to not give this robot Michael Caine's accent in favor of this?
I love it so much, though.
Look, I would love him either way.
Just from
I
looking
will
at
love
this,
you.
Work with me here.
dude, from watching the dead or looking at the dead body, I just hear fucking My Chemical Romance. Fucking, I'm like, oh my god.
Well,
is it a Black
what's
Parade?
interesting,
That's so good.
you, especially with that clipboard, especially with that 25 and Crystal's checks, you recognize that there should be, if this is a body that is being kept alive, there would be some sort of blood transfusion. There would be some sort of IV. If this were a dead human being preserved to perhaps bring back into a state of stasis and consciousness, it would require various different levels of formaldehyde.
We are in danger. Yeah.
You find none of those. What
So
you
there's-
recognize is being pumped through this system is high octane fuel.
No.
Bane?
Okay, all right. So he made himself a body.
Fuck.
Okay.
So I would
Don't piss off HoloGrandpa.
Little late for that, huh?
You can catch these robot hands full of
Stubby's-
high octane fuel.
Stubby's just gonna look at Crystal and be like, all right, so he's making a body. Let's leave.
Kind of pull a Dr. Frankenfurter.
Dude, yeah, I got the information. I
gotta say,
You
I
better have
don't
taken
receive
so many
that.
pictures. No,
Cal, I don't receive that. I
don't receive that.
Mm-mm.
No, thank you.
No, thanks. Let's try something else, actually.
What if instead?
What if?
Sorry, but no.
HoloGrandpa's growing
really?
another
No,
HoloGrandpa.
No, that's just where he keeps his
So-
ice cream. Let's just.
That's just where the ice
So-
cream is.
so are-
and there's
are we
nothing
just-
there.
are we
That is
just
the
leaving-
most sketchy
leaving the capsule?
Neapolitan I've
I am
ever
not
seen in
leaving.
my life, is
Crystal's
that
not leaving the
fucking
capsule.
ice cream.
Crystal's not leaving yet. Okay.
No. Crystal would like to. Can I insight check to see Yeah, it's a fuel, but what? How would this make a body? How would that fuel?
Does it have an on switch?
Like,
Well,
is it
I-
a mechanical body? Is it some sort of bioengineered something? She wants to know more about what is happening here.
It's
Yes.
just a motorcycle engine inside of a man.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
how is the
10
fuel going
seconds.
to You're doing a tattoo.
What do you mean 10 seconds?
That's what he
Before
said
I
when he
left to distract the robot, I said 10 seconds
Dex,
because we're
Oh,
going
no,
into
no,
a
no, no.
secret
No,
room.
no, no, no. It was 10
Dexter.
seconds to get into the room.
No,
There
no.
are so many more minutes happening.
Also, Dexter, when has Crystal ever actually listened?
And
The
also,
fingers
Mara's
work,
here now.
the
She
thighs,
knows what's in there
fingers.
so
Yeah,
much
because
longer.
I would
that's
let
when she knows that you're
Dexter-
serious. But
I
she
would
knows
let
you're just
Dexter
going to
roll.
distract a little fucking robot. What's HoloGrandpa gonna fucking do?
Apparently, get out of his tomb and kick our ass.
Well, then I will stab him while he is down. I want to know what's going on here.
You ever seen
Okay.
that?
Get out of his
Okay.
room.
It's not about
Okay.
stabbing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Dexter, if you would like to finish up with Blufred or try to in time to get in to investigate much of this, go ahead and give me a perception check, and Crystal to discern what sort of body would require this sort of fluid. It'll be another medical check.
I mean, at this point, I had hoped that we all would have gotten out of the room and said, "Wowee, we should sure leave," realizing that that's not happening. I'm just
So
gonna keep trying to distract
You have
him.
no idea. You have no desire to go into the room to look.
No, I want
Okay.
us out of
Alright.
the room so I can patch the wall so that he doesn't know that we know.
So Mara's as soon as Dexter's done, Mara's gonna be like, so Blufred, like she's gonna ask him if he likes it, kind of, make sure that he's happy with his new personality, and then have him test his little like screw loose thing, make sure that's fixed.
He does a little Bobby dance.
Crystal,
So Blufred, you're kind of like the protector of the house, right? And she's gonna start like walking down the hallway with him and just like talking, like very
You're
quickly.
gonna walk and talk
Lots of
through
walk
the
and
house
talk.
he manages.
yes,
I love it.
Correct.
yes.
I love it. Roll me a persuasion
So
check.
she's gonna be like,
I'm
"Can you
so
walk me
proud.
through? You interacted with these guys a lot," and so she's just gonna start
This
going
is
into a bunch
correct.
of questions, of like walk me through like. Can we go downstairs? Like, can we walk through all of their like daily whatevers and like
Well,
just
most
going through
often-
dailies and
Yeah.
like from the bottom floor, working our way up.
Crystal
But,
rolled a 7.
He turns back around and he says, "Well, usually they start their day here in their rooms."
Well, but they showed up on the bottom floor, right? Like the first time they arrived, they didn't show up on the 3rd floor. They showed up on the bottom floor.
I no longer have data of that memory.
What?
Womp womp.
Heck,
You
you
don't-
delete roaming cycles.
Hold on.
So
you don't.
Crystal rolled a 7, so she hears them doing the thing, and she hears
Yeah.
Blue saying that she's just right. I need to get out of here. Takes a couple more pictures. Gets a couple more pictures of like specifically labels and things, and then gets back out of the hole and starts like
All right.
awkwardly stacking bits of wall back up next to it. Just
Dexter's gonna realize that Mara is now trying to bring this one home. He's gonna walk back into the room, make sure that no one's in the room, and start casting mend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ada's room was not past that door. I remember that. That was further down the hallway.
Right,
So,
she was on the other hallway.
So she'll
Other
be
side of
like,
the hall.
okay, I guess let's start in Ada's room. I have lots of questions. First off, you don't remember your first interaction with the children?
No, I do not. That memory has been programmed over.
So what do you remember of these children? Like, what memories do you still hold of them?
I remember how Miss Ada likes to have her tea, and how Kin likes to have his hot pockets searing.
Oh, what a good boy.
Love of
So
my
you
life.
never
Blufred.
really, like, you don't remember
love him.
you interacting with them?
I hate them a lot.
Because you said there was a bunch of pictures in Ada's room, and so she's just kind of like gonna walk through a couple of them and be like, so like, I mean, you interact with them on a daily basis. What
Correct.
do you want to interact with them on a more? She's just asking tons of
Yes.
not
Okay.
understanding why she
Yeah.
doesn't why he doesn't have this knowledge, because like
Yeah.
so she's got her little like it's not as high tech of a robot, but like it makes her tea and like knows things about
Yeah.
her and is just like a like meal in the background servant robot.
Mm-hmm.
This one seems to need more personality to it. So she's just like going on and on and on and on to get him to
Yeah.
be distracted.
And your goal is to distract him.
Yes, but also
Okay.
ask tons of questions. Like there's so much stuff in Ada's room. She will find things to ask questions about.
Yeah.
Like, tell me about
Dexter.
this.
It takes a couple of minutes. It's a fairly large wall, a large hole in said wall. So the time that Mara is taking to distract Blufred, you're rather grateful for. Mara, as you're asking Blufred these questions, he answers most of your questions. The majority of them are that of a non-sentient program that is designed to take care of whoever he is asked to take care of, which in this event has been these kids. And even further looking through Ada's things, you feel further confirmed that they were unaware of HoloGrandpa, and HoloGrandpa had little to no interaction with them outside of Blufred. Any interaction that he had with the children was through Blufred being present.
But Blufred was very much servant, no personality mode.
Pretty much. The personality he would adopt is basically like an AI learning how to be your friend. Those toys from the early aughts that are like, I'll learn how to be your friend.
Kirby's.
And so it said that, so he kept saying that his memories were overwritten.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like? Is he on the 24-hour cycle then as well, or is he on a slightly longer cycle? And so she would ask very specific questions of what
trying to get
memory,
that time frame.
Yeah, well, the time frame and like, okay, if it's long term, what long term is it actually storing? Because it's been a week. So if he's being overwritten every 24 hours,
it's been longer since they like first arrived.
Mm-hmm. Well, right, but it's been a week since they were missing. So if his memory is
So
being
if it's
overwritten every 24 hours, like clearly he knows about them. So like, what is actually being stored?
So you get that it's a complex memory system that Blufred's operating system is borrowing from the Student Bach software. Being that he has a working memory of about 30 days. So there's a 30-day period where he can pretty much recall almost anything. And he is able to recall pretty much any and everything for you. He even recalls that he can see through the surveillance system of the entire estate and can find system memory of Edda and Kin walking down towards the main street. And just as they leave view, something shifts.
What do you mean shifts?
Wherever they are, and it's a very small window that Blufred is able to show you. There's a very small portion of pixels where it looks like it smears, almost as if a figure was moving quickly.
Okay. She's going to get very specific, like what were they wearing? What did they leave the house with? What did they do up until then? Also, if he can transfer those files to the laptop, or like she'll ask if he can transfer those files.
If you ask him, he certainly will.
because as far as we'd known, we didn't have those because they've
Correct.
been deleted. So Mara's so excited, and she's so ready to be like, check out what I found, guys. But she's very engaged at this point. This started as a distraction mission, but man, she's learning so much. Okay, so if she can transfer all of those, she's gonna ask all of those questions, get all of the get all of those, but also if he can transfer those to the laptop, perfect.
Yeah, that'll be no problem.
She's gonna comb through those later.
I got a whole journal to read.
Listen, there's so much information to go through.
That's my favorite thing about this is like we've got a whole laptop to dig through. We've got a whole journal. Now we've got a bunch of video feed.
I was gonna say, I feel like this whole time Iris is just like taking notes off of anything on the computer, but also like listening very intently. Can't stop writing. Must know what's happening.
Have to know everything.
Yes.
So the wall is mended.
Yay.
Huzzah.
As far as you can tell, the information in Kin's room you have gone through thoroughly.
We know where to
And
find Levi.
Blufred,
Mm-hmm.
you know exactly how to track Levi with Ada's laptop, and have gotten surveillance system service from Blufred.
You're also you were like, where did Mara's doing a really good job being a distraction. Where did she go? As she wandered to Ada's room, she's sitting on the floor with is a cord connected to him, to Blufred? How does that
To
transfer?
Blufred, no.
Is it just
It's
like
like
an
automatic like airdrop?
Yeah, it'll be like
Okay, cool. Mara is spread out on the floor, like cross-legged, staring at Blufred, like, okay, like full on, just asking so many questions.
Yep.
Give information, please.
And as soon as you come around the corner, she's like,
got it.
she's gonna pop up, go, you are so helpful. If we have any questions, are you ready to go? And she's gonna look at
There it
Dexter.
is.
Good, sir.
Cool.
Say that
Blufred.
again. I couldn't hear anything.
She's gonna pop up and be like look at Dexter, be like, you ready to go? He's gonna give her the thumbs up. She's gonna be like, Blufred, you are so amazing and so incredibly helpful, and I'm so glad that you have a personality now. Thank you so much. We're so ready to find Edda and Kin, and we will let you know if we have any other questions. And she's gonna like about face
out of the mansion. Okay, goodbye.
You can if you want. As she's like on her way out.
Halfway out the door.
Mara's so excited.
Oh yeah. Guys got a lot of information.
Lore dump, lore dump.
Soon, if you guys don't have anything else to do you have anything else to do in the house?
I don't.
Okay, as soon as Mara is out of the house and like half a block down the street, actually, she knows where those cameras were that can see the street, so she's going to go towards where that schmear was.
Yeah.
And
that leads you down the center market way, which will also take you to the commercial center.
Okay, so
Which
she's
is
gonna
over
go
by where we
just
need to go
out
to
of
find
sight
Levi.
of the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as she's around that corner, she's gonna whirl around and go, guys, we have all of hold on, and she's gonna whip out the laptop and show you the last video of what happened in that spot. And she's just looking at Dexter of like, did I do good? Like, I did good.
Tell me you're proud.
Yeah.
Like she hasn't said anything, but her eyes are just like.
The footage that Mara brings up and hits play on, it's Edda and Kin, the two of them walking, speaking in heated tones to each other,
while walking down the street towards the market. They get past the block where the mansion itself ends and where the small shopping begins.
Where we're standing right now.
Yes, just at the very edge of that frame, the corner that you have just made your way onto. There is a smear of about 6 pixels that make perception checks all around. Let's see how much of this you guys can discern.
24!
Well done.
Dirty
22.
Hello there.
25.
Hello there.
Hello there.
3 above 20.
Hello
was
there.
great.
Hey, Skytron.
General Kudno.
Happy Tuesday. I'm glad you got through your makeup.
So those of you that got 20 and above,
Couldn't be me.
you
I did.
see the first few frames where this smear begins. It seems like what is one figure, one sort of blob in this distance that the camera's capturing, they sort of separate. They separate. You see one larger black glob make a lunge toward the pixels that you recognize were Edda and Kin. And then this second smaller black speck picks up the pace and rejoins, giving you the sense that this might have been at least a couple of people that took them.
There's more than one
So
person.
Dexter's,
She's,
yeah. So
Mara's
Dexter's
just
gonna
like, this is
look at the
bad.
footage.
This is bad, but like this is good, right?
Yeah, Dexter's gonna look at the footage, look at Mara, and be like, "That is fucking excellent work." Was anything as good as that in the hidden room?
No, I don't think so.
They're
We're
the
talking
rounding
about
numbers.
No, I was
He's
I was
talking
asking
about,
the team because I still don't know what was in the
he's
secret
talking
room.
about the
All I did was
body.
patch that bitch up.
You're right.
Mara's just like, and looks at Crystal.
You pointed out the gloves, and that was about it.
There is a dead body. Or some sort of creature. Creation.
There's a
Did
thing
you take pictures?
with the and
Yes.
Mara's gonna pull out the one bad photo she's got.
Larry. It's got a weird
Crystal
filter
pulls
on it.
out the other
It's
pictures that she
dusty.
took before she left.
Aw. That's
see the
probably
long-
illegal.
Well, for
gaunt
almost
face.
certainly illegal, but additionally confusing. Is this an organic form or a mechanic form?
What was going into the? What was in the tubing, the piping?
Crystal shows a picture of like the label. It was
Make-
high octane fuel, was it not?
Fucking
Was.
net fuel.
I think this would actually be the closest approximation to a tinkering check.
Hey,
But what?
Tinker,
A tinkering. check.
Tinkering check for
tinker,
artifacts.
tinker, tinker, tinker.
Just
Because
fucking
you
liquid
know
meth in that
more
too.
than enough to recognize whether or not these machines were being designed to keep a human alive, keep a human's whole thing suspended, or if it has nothing to do with a biomechanical situation.
Right. What do you want the modifier for a tinker check to be? Just intelligence modifier?
It should be intelligence plus proficiency.
Yeah.
Cool. 7, 5, 22.
22. Yeah. Flipping through the pictures, flipping through all of the documentation that they got, this isn't or was never human.
There's
This
no
has
way it
always
could
been a
be.
machine.
It's supposed to look human, though.
It is meant to look human, which, as far as the rest of the robots in that mansion, seemed like the no-go.
Right.
Did
Everything
it?
else was
Isn't-
intentionally made to be
Isn't this place?
old-timey aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
And Mara's like kind of just like looking around at the city. Isn't this? I thought this planet wasn't supposed to This is bad. This is like not allowed, right?
Correct.
Yeah, just
Am
from
am I missing something?
No, you're correct.
how illegal is human robots?
But
Everyone but Mara, make a history check for me.
Steppy would also argue that, like, if he is trying to put his consciousness in it, would it technically still be like a robot or more like a warforge or something like that?
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
History. I only got a 12 as well.
24.
24. Which makes sense. Dexter, you know that at some point within the first 1,000 years of humanity's life on Neo Gaia, there were a couple of different attempts to integrate cyborgs, androids, what have you, that did not go over well from the human perspective, being that there was less of a war of arms, less of a Cold War, and a lot more of a philosophical war that did occur in a relative amount of bloodshed. No one died. There wasn't any massive rioting of any sort of that nature, but there were many experts in robotics who nearly lost their lives. So it's not something that's necessarily, and it's been at least several 100,000 years since then, where humanity has really just agreed upon the laws of robotics as we know them today in this timeline of, we're going to make a robot look like a robot. This robot isn't going to be a human. So
it's taboo, less illegal, right?
It is.
It wouldn't be black market material. It certainly wouldn't be something that, if this is student box work, if this is something that he is aware of, this isn't something that he would want people to know about.
Gotcha.
Even as a HoloGrandpa.
Steppy's vote is that we don't tell him. I think that we should find the kids. I think that that should be our top priority. And then once we find the kids, we can see how much of the truth HoloGrandpa's telling us. Oh, yeah. If we need to help that from them. But if he's just like trying to make a body, like, doesn't that beat him hiding in the base or hiding in the attic watching these children? Like,
what if it's
creepy.
not hot? Were there cameras in that room?
I hope not.
To your knowledge, no.
Okay, because if there's not, I mean, maybe they found it, and that's like part of why they left. Maybe they know somehow.
But yeah, that's why I think like this is something like, I don't know. We don't have any proof that he's like, it's nefarious.
Oh,
you know?
I don't know if we have any actionable items. This is just changing of information.
It's not nefarious.
I think we should keep it. I think we should keep it in mind and just like focus on finding Levi. Right, that's the one we know the location. Cool. I think we should focus finding on him, and then like be like, hey, you find any bodies? You know, like that shit.
Before we start walking, like I brought them to this spot because is there any other building, like shops or whatever? Like I don't know what's around where we're at in this moment, but like if there's cameras that could have caught that from a week ago.
Make a perception check. Because you've turned the corner into 19. Perfect. You've turned the corner into where the shopping districts start. So it's sort of a mix of like there's the dessert ramen shop that you guys stopped by earlier with residents above it. Then there's another residence and then another couple of shops before it gets to this denser part of Dutch Osaka where you can tell that the streets are kept, the sidewalks are specifically swept, the windows are kept clean by the city, not just by the people that own these buildings. With a 19, you can look up and see that there's a few sparse cameras behind you, and then as you look forward deeper into the shopping district proper, there's a camera or two on either stoplights or in front of where you see similar to like ATM machine style situations.
Mara's gonna point at them and ask Dexter, like, would those be helpful? How would you do that?
I'm just gonna rely on bounty hunting experience to know the answer to that question. Would they be worth looking into? Do the angles line up where it would probably be something they would catch?
With the angles that they're at, they if Kin and Edda kept moving this way, they definitely would be helpful. It would give you a maybe a sense of what they were looking at, maybe what they were seeing.
Because we have an exact timestamp now.
We do.
It's true. Make another tinkering check, just to see if this is something that you've done before.
18.
18. Yeah. So one of the fun things about Neo Gaia is that the surveillance system is public.
Nice.
What?
At least it's public to people like you. To someone that's just walking down the street, maybe not a big deal. However, you know a couple of the different cycled passwords to get through some of these encryption walls that certain businesses or districts of government decide to put over for privacy.
Fuck this particular district of government.
Yes. Specifically.
Have you worked in Dutch Osaka previous to this?
One job.
One job. Okay. That'll set your DC for you. To make an attempt to get to that footage, go ahead and make another tinkering check for me.
Okay.
With advantage because you have Ada's laptop.
I'll take that first one. 16, 19, 23.
Always steal from the scene of the crime, kids.
Always what?
Always steal
Always
from the
steal
scene
from
of
the scene
crime.
of the crime.
Steal all the time. 23.
Yep. 23. It's been about a year.
No one ever
since that
told
last
Mara
job.
no, so.
As
Not that Mara ever asked.
Mara didn't ask, but no one stopped her.
No one stopped her. But you go ahead and you
Hey,
take.
they're the rules that
Ada's
Courtney
laptop.
follows too. So.
Good
And
rules.
lucky for you, you hit that sweet spot where they must have just flipped back over to what you were able to get in with last year. So
It's funny. They just changed the end date on it. It's like the same word, but instead of like 2022, that's 2023.
Exactly. It's
Yep.
it's XOXO summer 2022.
Yeah.
So you guys are able to get the surveillance footage.
Yeah.
Is this one blurred?
Is this one blurred?
I bet it is.
This one is as clear as you could get, and you've even got a nice little corner where you've got 4 different angles. You've got the angle that Edda and Kin are coming from. You've got the angle that they're going towards. so you can see both them and what they're looking at.
Yep.
There is an angle that gets catty corner, and as you're watching this angle, you can see just the tops of the heads of these smudges as they come into frame. And you've got it timed just right with the surveillance from Blufred as well. I just need to find my notes.
All right.
Yeah, okay. You can see a very large gentleman in an onyx-colored coat and top hat, who is then followed by a smaller gentleman, and you can only see his trimmed blonde hair, but in his hair there is a swirl delicately shaved into the side of his head.
Hell yes. That's distinct.
Yes.
Trying to see if there's a...
So there were two of them.
Yes. Yes, there were two of them.
Just the two, from what we can see?
Correct.
Okay.
From that angle that you can see.
And how did Ada and Kin like look? Like, how did that interaction? Is that like was it aggressive?
That angle, yes. So, as Edda and Kin are walking down, you can see the angle that they can see. There seems to be a fight brewing in the middle of the street. It looks like about 20 to 30 preteen to teenage boys just absolutely socking a few older looking young men in near perfect Edwardian suits, which very deeply out of place in Dutch Osaka. It's not really something you see outside of old London town.
So the Lost Boys? I think we saw pictures of Levi's Lost Boys, didn't we?
We had heard something about Levi and his Lost Boys.
Yeah. It seems like Levi's Lost Boys are getting into scraps with a gang of gentlemen wearing three-piece black Edwardian suits.
Gotcha.
Lost
And you said
Boys
those
or
were
Edwardian suits gang.
Yes.
That was common in old London town?
Correct.
Okay.
And as the scrap is playing out, you see a young boy's head pop up out of the scrap. You can tell that it's Levi. He shouts something towards Edda and Kin's direction, and in the other angle that is of Edda and Kin, in that next moment, they are swooped away by the figure in an onyx coat, and you can see just barely behind his billowing cape as well, the shorter, blonde, shaved head man wearing a pinstripe suit.
Okay. Is that style of dress common in old London town? The two that are the big tall top hat and the...
Dexter specifically can, especially with this angle that you've gotten, make a history check because you're trying to recall memory.
Sure. They're not all going to be winners. That is a 14.
You know you've heard of these guys before, the guy in the top hat and the cloak and the dude in the pinstripes. You feel like you might have heard from either Beatrice or Lotti something about them.
Okay.
But that's the biggest beat you can get.
Okay. I will share that with the group that I think I've got a connection that can get us additional context on the two that took them. And then I'll just ask the group, what lead do you think we would be better served going after first?
Levi.
Levi?
Yeah, I think we have to.
That'd be-
We have to
that'd be
find
agrees-
Levi.
Yeah.
I think we need to know what
Okay.
we're walking into.
And especially
Absolutely.
because it seems like in this situation that Levi was trying to help them in some way. Like he shouted something to them and then they were taken
That's
away. It seemed like
Probably why he
there was some sort of altercation and he was attempting to get them to safety.
Yeah.
That's probably why he had his black eye the last time he
That's
was
what I
there.
was thinking too, because I remember that we saw that last time
Somewhere.
when
Gotta
we
keep your
were
hands
at Noodle.
Mm-hmm.
Dessert noodle. Sorry, not desert noodle. Desert noodle.
Desi Nudes.
That's a different restaurant?
That's a completely different restaurant.
It's in New Old Arizona.
Yeah. New Old Mexico.
So as
New
far
Old
as
Mexico.
Levi, that is something that you guys could do easily enough tonight.
You say, sorry, say that again.
It's something that you guys can do easily enough tonight right now.
To find Levi,
Yes.
Mara pulls out the laptop with her little, like the little ping, and
Beep
just starts walking.
God bless
She
the
doesn't
pig.
know this area, but she knows how to follow a ping.
Know how to follow a ping.
About that
And-
pig.
Your photo memory is pretty good too. And you can see that the corner where the Lost Boys got into the scrape a few blocks away from where Edda and Kin were taken, it's right where this location is pinging at you from. As you turn the corner to the commercial center, it's a nice, new, shiny, like floor to 16 stories up glass all the way. And at the very corner of it, there's a group of about 15 young gentlemen looking children. They range from anywhere from 8 to the oldest looks like he could be maybe 16.
She puts she checks where she's going and then puts the laptop away.
And then just right.
And then walks up to them like very friendly. Cause she's smaller, so I feel like
She's small.
she's
I
older,
like that you
but
said
she's also
friendly,
small.
and then this is what your hands did. Like, I'm ready to fight.
So Mara, she puts on her like, I'm pretending to not be like, she's interacted with town people before.
I definitely don't murder things for money.
Yeah,
That
For
is
sure.
definitely not what
He
my
is-
profession
Mara-
is.
Mara used to
hate
sneak
doing
out.
Cool.
Mara used to sneak away from her very like protected lifestyle into town and try to befriend other kids. Did it work? Sometimes.
Not really.
Was she still awkward? Absolutely. But like she's also very friendly. So we'll see. She's very personable.
All right.
And she
You
currently
walk
looks a
up
little
and,
a little bit.
Is anyone else
I mean, she
strolling
went
up
through a
with Mara?
wall, so.
Yeah, Dexter will be 3-4 steps behind her.
But she also knows she's of the smaller of the group, aside from Steppy. So she's just like, I'm gonna get out ahead of this, and be one of the first people they interact with because she's closer to their size.
Diplomacy
You guys
101.
get within about 3 feet of.
Oh no.
Your picture went away. Oh, there it is.
I find
There
it.
it is.
It's okay.
Yeah. My iPad is not dying, but it's
No.
close. There, it's charging. Okay, so
Ferguson.
you get within
enough.
about like 3 feet of these guys, and you can see Levi standing in the middle of them, eyeing you as you walk up, but not making a move to necessarily greet you. You get close before this kid couldn't be older than 9. He cannot be older than you can kick him.
Okay.
And he comes up and he comes up and he starts barking at you. What do you want? What do you want?
Hi. I would really like to talk to you guys.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
Well, actually, I'm here to talk to Levi, not you. Do you think
what
you
do you
might
want with
let me
Levi?
talk to him? I rolled a 28 in persuasion.
The look on your face, Trinity.
So excited.
I mean, that's higher than.
I have a very high
Levi-
persuasion's my best score. Which is
Levi
why Mara
pushes-
cringes every time Dexter tries, like, she gives this to Dexter because she doesn't know what she's doing, but also she knows, she's like, oh my god, what is he doing?
Look, outside of potentially making a deadly cyborg enemy, he's been doing just fine.
His best. Doing.
Levi pushes through. All right, Calvin, calm down. Sorry about him.
Hi,
He's
did
excitable.
I know, like,
Oh,
I know you've just met me, and I know I don't
Crystal's
mean to,
about
like,
45 feet off, keeping a very close eye on everything that's happening. Like just everyone around.
His
Eyes.
eyeballs.
I know you've just met me, and I know this is kind of weird, and I'm sorry for that, but do you think I could chat with you, like, over here? And, like, not, like, just, like, points a little bit away from the gang of, like, y'all are a lot. Can we chat? Quick sec. Right over here.
He
Right in
gives
view.
you a once over, turns back. Stay here, boys.
Cool. And then she's gonna walk, so they're gonna walk further away. And she's, like, as they're walking away, she's gonna kind of look back at Dexter of, like, I'm doing all right? I'm doing good?
Dexter's just gonna nod and kind of chuckle to himself.
Cool. So, like, as soon as they're further away, she'll kind of walk a little bit further away so, like, Dexter can walk up to them or everybody else can walk up if they want. And she's gonna be like, hey, so we're trying to find and help your friends. Edda and Kin?
Oh, thank God. And you guys have cleared like the viewpoint of any of the other Lost Boys. Once that happens, he just crumbles. This kid's a night.
No, it's okay. Mara looks at Dexter of like, I broke him. I don't know what I'm doing.
It wasn't like they didn't even mean to do anything, and I didn't want the money.
Okay, no. Okay, stop right there. Hold on. And she's gonna kind of look around. Is there like a building that's like they can just or like an alley they can just step into?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. They're gonna do that. She's gonna be like, hey, hold on 1 second. I've got. And then she's gonna motion all of her other friends to come over and be like, hey, this went way better than I thought it was gonna go.
Hey kid, want to come to this dark alley?
Yeah,
and then motion 6 of your friends over.
He said, before I introduce you to my friends, let's go into this fucking alley, kid.
Yep.
No,
That's a bunch of strange
she's gonna be like, whoa, wait, okay, I didn't expect you to be like super grateful and cool. We're all trying to help. If you're willing, we've got some questions. Do you want to get out of public?
I mean, you picked a pretty good alley.
Cool. That's perfect. And she's just gonna look back at Dexter and be like,
I just really,
come here.
I just really want to know my friends are okay.
Because she is not know how to handle this anxiety.
Yeah.
Steppy will walk in the alley, and once he hears the.
Oh my God, that's a gecko. Holy shit. Oh my God, they're in so much fucking deeper than I thought. Oh my God, holy shit, that's a fucking gecko.
So Steppy hearing that smiles smiles at him with his gecko smile and just says, "You want some mushrooms?"
Oh no! At this point, Mara has smiled,
Yes, sir.
looked at him, smiled of like, what do you mean that gecko? Looked at Steppy, taken a step back from Steppy because Mara's still weird around him. So,
It's an adjustment period.
this is gonna be great.
Steppy just pulls out a bag of mushrooms.
But they're like chanterelles. They're not like magic mushrooms.
Right.
No, they're like super fancy, nice mushrooms.
Yeah.
Baby Bell. Just
Look, the kid's stressed. Mushrooms calm me down.
Just snacking.
Just snacking. These
Crystal just takes one of the
No,
mushrooms and eats
like,
one too.
She will start asking
they
questions
taste like bubblegum.
as soon as he stops hyperventilating and freaking out.
He's not doing great. Levi's not doing great.
Mara's
he
like
take a mushroom?
tapping him on the shoulders, like, "Hey, it's okay. We're here to help.
Mushrooms are...
We have a ton of questions. Why don't you start from the beginning,
Okay.
and then we'll ask questions."
Well, so Ada, well, Kin's my best buddy. Ada's his sister, and she's like my big sister because I don't really have a big sister because we grew up here, and
It's okay.
and
It's
Sweetheart,
alright.
sweetheart,
Okay.
deep breath.
okay, and I take care of the Lost Boys, and we always knew each other from the streets, and Kin's real smart. He's a smart ass. God. And I knew that big, dumb, smooth brain of his was gonna get him in fucking trouble.
Iris would just rub his back.
They didn't mean to. And I promise I can do this. And he like takes a second, he like, I can do this. It's fine.
You
it's
can
fine.
do what?
Friends, it's fine. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, right? The benefactor's goons came by and started asking everybody about like if they knew anyone that had come into a lot of money suddenly. Dexter, make a history check for me. And they 19? Okay. And they said that the benefactor had lost like some like trillions amount of money, and that whoever would be able to give some information would get like 50% of whatever was stolen, which was like a crazy amount of money. Like even just like, and then for 50%, a quarter, a cent of what that was.
Dexter's gonna clap his hands super loud and say, "Focus."
With the 19, hearing him say the benefactor, it triggers the memory of where this top hat and pinstripe suit come from.
Yep.
There's again even further information that you can get from the Miller sisters, but the benefactor you've heard some whispers about for the last year. Supposedly they've established themselves in old London town, and you already didn't like von Studenbach.
That's correct.
He's pretty eccentric. He's an eccentric rich dude. If the rumors about the benefactor are to be believed, he's gonna make Studenbach look like your best friend.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
You said he became active over the course of the last couple years here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely much more prominent, especially in the underbelly of the city. You have not done work with him personally. You know of some other hunters that have been contracted to do a couple of like shakedowns for cash for him. And to your knowledge, nothing too too immoral.
Right.
Nothing that you wouldn't necessarily take as a job, but dude gives you skeevy vibes anyway.
Gotcha.
Yeah. As far as any other information that Levi's going to be able to give you, you've pretty much discerned it from the surveillance footage, as well as the accounts that you found.
Did
Levi
people
confirms
tell?
that. Go ahead.
No, keep going.
Levi confirms that Kin had just found out and just done the math on all of it. He had Levi had spoken to Edda the last time that she was doing grocery shopping, which was how she had originally been alerted. And as
How she'd been alerted of what? The money or
that there was someone looking about town to see if someone had come into a whole bunch of money recently.
so had they been flaunting it a little bit or like did people know? Like how did
Levi,
they find
yeah,
out?
Levi would confirm that they were in no way flaunting anything. They, over the last couple of years, had gotten really, really comfortable in the old abandoned mansion. They had access to everything. They had figured out how to utilize the servants and all of that. And Levi confirms that they weren't really interested in getting much more cash or doing anything that would have required this amount of money. That really what it was two teenagers doing something stupid.
Thinking they're invincible. Got it.
Thinking that they're invincible, getting comfortable in one place, and then forgetting about some other systems that they had in place to take care of them when they had to be on the streets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. If that's about what we're getting out of the kid. I just give contact info. I'm assuming Levi has, because he's got the messenger app.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he would have some way to keep us aware of anything. Just let him know that we are
for sure
looking for the kids and on his side and want them to be safe more than anything.
Yeah.
And so if anything comes up or he sees anything new or there's any good information that he can give us, to drop us a line. But other than that, I don't see a reason to shake him down.
Can we ask if he's ever seen anything weird in the house?
Define weird.
Well, you said he found this abandoned house full of robots.
Yeah.
Like, you've never.
I mean, Kin's a real smart guy, so and like that's kind of the thing that he's done is robotics and programming and different engineering things. So I kind of just
robots
assumed
online
that it was him.
when he. Okay.
Steppy,
Interesting. Got it.
Steppy's gonna whisper to Mara because I freaked the kid out, understandably, a little bit. I'm gonna whisper to Mara and have it just like ask her to check if he's ever seen a human or a ghost in the house.
Have you ever seen anything? So like we've been
specifically
through the
human-
house because initially we thought that like something there had like caused all of this. Have you ever seen any like ghosts or other humans in the house?
No.
Okay.
And then I've spent a lot, like I said, they're like my siblings. If I didn't have 25 other kids to make sure they took care of themselves, then I'd be over in that mansion pretty much every single day.
Okay.
Steppy's also gonna whisper to Mara after he answers. He's gonna whisper to double check to see if he wants a mushroom, because he seems pretty stressed.
I'm not asking him that.
No.
Kid, do you want a mushroom?
Sure.
I hand Mara the mushroom.
I don't. No.
No, give it to him. You don't
No,
need it. Give it to him. He said he wants it. Why wouldn't you give it to him now? That's ridiculous.
I can just take the mushroom. He wants me to have the mushroom. I can just take the mushroom.
Did you ever find any? So we found Kin's room, which was kind of a secret room. Did you ever find any other secret rooms in that house? We just wanted to make sure we covered all of the bases.
No.
Cool.
I don't think so.
Listen, that room, his room was very hard to get into.
He.
For you,
a
maybe.
lot, like.
I beat you, mister.
I mean, I'm just saying it wasn't hard for me, but.
Did you guys really beat it?
Oh yeah.
Is there enough? Is there an easier way into that room?
Steppy's gonna.
Oh my god!
Steppy's gonna
Easier
say
way into
some
that
of
room.
us-
That
some
bastard
of us
made me
beat it
play
easier
that
than others.
fucking game for like a month. And I just wanted to play Call of Duty.
Did you not beat that game initially? Like it took you a month? Oh, okay.
Mara.
Okay.
Can I take my mushroom and go?
Dexter would like to insight check the child to make sure that he's not lying to us. And then can we please leave? He is an orphan. Stop dunking on him.
Steppy's just gonna give him another mushroom.
Stop
and then...
dunking on the orphans.
They have a tough life.
It's so
They
easy,
fought
though.
grown-ass adult London folk.
Those mushrooms, when he eats the mushrooms, they taste like candy, by the way. But Steppy's already walking.
Oh my god.
God damn it. It's an 18 on insight, I assume he's being honest.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Mara didn't say it offensively. She just said it confused of like, what do you mean? It took you a month? I'm sorry.
What? Like it's hard?
What? Like it's hard?
Steppy was just mad that
Hold
he
on,
called
we
Dance
have that, we have
Revolution
that.
a game.
I was
Obviously.
gonna say it's either Courtney or me.
It's 5 bits. It's what? Like it's hard.
With the evening well underway, the stars very brightly shining above you. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Just shoot a message to the sisters that we would like to come a call in tomorrow for more information, just so that they know ahead of time, so we're not imposing.
Perfect.
Other than that, while we bed down, as previously stated, the first night Dexter goes fancy, the second night Dexter goes economy class. So
We have some information do you have I have all of this to go through and hold
I was going to read through the journal at night.
In breakfast tomorrow then?
Yep, squeaky knee.
Okay.
What, like it's hard?
And then as soon as you start walking somewhere else, Mara's just like, where are you where are you
this
going?
is a good one. What, like it's hard?
It's good.
Where are you? What? That's not the way to the
Can we stay
hotel.
over here?
I mean, you can stay where we
To
want
which
to.
you're gonna have to explain your system. To which she's immediately gonna look at Iris and go, "Where are you staying?"
Oh, I'm not staying in the. We're staying in fancy hotel.
I'm
We're
gonna
fancy
stay
ladies.
with you.
Dexter's gonna, because I assume this is something that he can do, send a copy to everybody that he has of the journal. He's gonna spend his night just reading the journal. He's gonna focus on that.
You just email everyone a PDF.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna spend the night reading the
Anything
journal.
we have now, you have in the future.
Okay. I'm reading the journal. I would recommend that somebody takes the time to dig through the laptop specifically.
Holds up laptop.
There you go. And then we had something else that we got too, didn't we? Oh, it was
Mara's,
the pull from.
Mara's gonna ask Iris if she wants to just bunk together.
That's a good call.
In the nice hotel, because there are so much notes that have to be exchanged.
And then if Crystal can look over the financials, just a once over again, because I know that we have access to it and we're gonna have more time to look into it more in depth.
Iris is gonna come back in the morning with like a fully annotated book.
I expect
Notes.
that's how that's gonna go down.
Yeah.
And like
That's
a
why I'm
folded out.
like, Dexter is super glad that you guys are gonna be like away, and he just has to read an old man book. He just
I feel
doesn't
like
have to.
I feel like we're gonna come back with like a full like pinboard
Yeah.
and like book.
Everybody with
like,
a
all right,
pinboard.
I hope
Don't
you're
mind
ready
the
for all of
pinboard.
this info.
It's gonna be just a very, very nerdy sleepover.
Yeah.
Slumber party.
I mean, basically. God, and then Steppy, you can do whatever your blessed little heart tells you to do.
Whatever it is.
You can come to the poor hotel. You can go to the rich hotel. You can sleep in the grass. You can read
So
through
I
what we
slept in the
have.
grass.
You
you
can consult the mushrooms. I don't give a fuck.
I slept in the grass the first night, so I think I'm gonna treat myself tonight and go to the crappy hotel.
Attaboy.
Sleep not on the grass.
That is my son.
Crystal will be posted up on the roof of the economy hotel.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perf.
Emotional damage.
Emotional
Steppy gets the room right next to Dexter, and every once in a while, like when it's late at night, you just hear like a really soft knock and a hey Dexter, you okay? You okay? You still reading? You still reading? You sleep yet?
Yep. I'm still reading, bud.
All right.
What you doing?
I can't sleep myself. I'm probably gonna read a little bit too soon. All right,
Cool.
I would have loved
Cool.
for you to just hide under his bed and then like
What
at some
the
point during the night
fuck?
ask that
No.
as, like I'm just gonna crawl under
I
here
know-
and sleep.
I know Mara thinks I'm a little monster, but I'm a person. I don't creep into
Stupid
people's
boy.
rooms and sleep under
I'm
their
a
bed.
gecko boy.
I am
Listen.
a normal gecko person.
I'm a person.
It's a person.
You just sleep under people's beds. What, you think I'm gonna say boo
Curl up in
when
the
he fucking
corner.
sees
I
me?
don't know, in
No.
like a chair or something.
Bro, Dexter is not Rihanna, and I won't be the friend under his bed. Okay, that's not what's gonna fucking happen.
She still doesn't understand you. I feel like some point during the night, Mara's gonna ask
Listen.
Iris, be like, why don't like
Why Steppy?
My
Why?
lord.
Why is Steppy like that? And Iris is just gonna be like, he's a person. People do stuff.
I feel like there's a couple, like every couple of days, Mara sits down with Iris and goes, okay, so this is
I have
Crystal,
questions.
and this is Steppy, and Dexter's fairly normal, but what is, here's what I picked up so far about Crystal and Steppy.
Artist.
I will not be the friend under his bed.
And that's when Iris would just be like, listen.
Yeah, Shannon,
Lizard
you got it
people are
right.
people
You got it
too.
right. That is exactly the phrase that got uttered. That is exactly correct. You quoted that correctly.
I imagine this
Was,
like note-taking jam sesh happening in the
hold on.
fancy hotel is just like we're laying on the bed on our stomachs in like
Can we just
silk
take a break
robes,
from investigation to
taking
to,
notes.
to like group chat? That'd be
Fucking Mara just takes out a clipboard, flips it over, and it's just covered with like the same information we had with Levi, but it's just Crystal and Steppy with like all these like marks and shit and like fucking pin boards, and it's like, all right, they do this and they do this.
Lick eyeball Y.
They're both-
Eyeball
Lick-
delicious question.
Lick
They're
eyeball.
both a
Oh,
little
delicious
weirder
question
and
mark.
also make a
Clean,
little bit more
good,
sense.
Cooks bad.
Sticky running? Question mark.
Iris just starts keeping a notebook of like half mission things, and then in the back half is just like explanations for Mara. Y'all wake up the next morning with like 25 Snapchats from us. Like, just girl things.
You
research things.
You received.
This has become normal.
You received
Mara
Snapchats
now.
back from Crystal from on top of the rooftop, but they are not
Immediately because you're not sleeping.
But because I'm not sleeping, but they're not anything important. It's just different pictures of stars and constellations, and she labels them for you.
You just get a Snapchat back from Steppy that says hanging out with Dexter, but it's just a picture of me in our conjoining wall.
It's just a door. And him muttering in the distance, Steppy,
like,
go to bed.
Dexter and I are up late too. And then I knock on the wall and I'm like, hey, did you get that Snapchat? Did you get that?
Dexter doesn't look at Snapchat. Dexter's reading the old man journal because he has shit to do.
Listen, I'm gonna come back with a version of the journal that's like somehow magically
hearing that, Steppy's gonna be like,
covered in
you
sticky
don't have
notes.
to yell. Some people are trying to sleep. Okay.
No, Dexter is on some real Dickensian shit where he's wearing a full body nightgown. He's got a candle on his nightstand and he's flipping through his goddamn journal.
And a nightcap.
Oh,
yes.
Iris is Mara's first friend.
And he's haunted by the ghost of Christmas won't leave me the fuck alone.
I feel like we're at the point of like just like we've almost got matching.
I am here for
at
the
this
food.
point.
Absolutely, 100%. It would have been Iris's idea.
Like
Yeah.
they're individual colors, but they're like matching.
100%.
Perfectly coordinated, yeah.
100%.
Oh,
Absolutely.
So everyone goes to their respective rooms to do research, and we will pick up the next day, next session.
Hell yeah.
I'm proud of you guys.
Oh, I don't know, Mama.
We did it.
I'm only
I
here for the food.
did it.
almost missed.
We found him.
I
So
solid
nice.
reference, Shannon. I caught it. I know it's ever after. I love you. I don't know, Mother. I'm only here for the food. Ever after is the
Mine
best.
was a Muppet Christmas Carol reference because I am Rizzo the Rat.
Yes, you are. This is correct.
Light the lamp, not the rat. Light the lamp, not the rat.
Jelly beans.
Wait. God, I love you so much, Sarah. Thank you all for tuning in.
Fun
We
fact
appreciate
that
it.
I had not seen that film until 6 years ago.
Oh.
Oh, that's
I saw it
the
many
Christmas
times
movie
as a
for me.
kid.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I love my jelly beans.
My jelly beans.
I love jelly beans.
How do
Thank
you
you
know
guys so
what's
much for
going on
tuning in. Azure Bear, thank you so much for rating into us too. That was so amazing.
Yeah.
So excited to have you guys here. We got a couple new follows. Just really excited to have you guys. I'll do the Discord things. A fun feature that I do on the Discord now is at least half an hour before the stream starts, I will be posting a recap of the previous episode of whatever that particular campaign is. So today I did put in a summary that we got from DM last week when we didn't actually have session, modified a little bit, but I did post that quick summary in the Discord today, but like probably about 4:30, because then I took a nap. So if you join the Discord, you can get some a little bit of background information, recaps on the episodes if you get in case you miss anything. We also have our Patreon. We have our we'll be having all of our VODs will be posted on YouTube the following Monday. So please check us out, find us on other things, consider supporting us on Patreon. That's just really nice.
It's cheaper than supporting us on Twitch.
It is. And also we have a lovely sponsor, King's Coast Coffee. If you use our link and or our affiliate code, Amateur Hour, you get 10% off.
Them's good beans.
Them's good beans.
They didn't consult me for that slogan, but I think
Them's
it
good
can
beans.
catch on.
I like it. I dig it.
You broke Sarah.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a good one. That's how you know.
Yes.
So yeah, check them out. I'm actually getting my I'll be getting my order from them soon. I'm gonna start the coffee subscription service because I forget to buy coffee. And
what
then I buy
beans did you
Folgers.
get?
I haven't. I did the quiz thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, they have a
I
quiz.
can't remember what it
It's
was.
very fun.
They
Yeah,
have a quiz
it's
of
just-
what kind of like French press, espresso, like
If
what
you
kind,
use like a drip thing,
machine you use to make your coffee. It helps you choose
if you use like
lovely
flavors,
beans,
if you use
or-
creamer or sugar, thing like it asks you questions like that, and then it recommends you beans, and I just chose that one because that was the one that they recommended. So
You should always get
influenced.
beans and grind them yourself because then they're fresher.
I
Pro tip.
do
They
not
taste
have a grinder,
richer.
but
I don't have bean
Or
grinder.
you can cheat.
You don't have a.
$20
Before you-
on Amazon, not even. You can
if
get
you
good
don't
one for
have a
$20 on
grinder, you
Amazon.
can cheat and just.
I mean, I have a grinder, but it's
Smash
not
'em with a hammer.
No, like use.
And then you smash it with a hammer. Anyway,
I have used my bullet for a while too.
Oh, I don't
grind
have a
them, which
blender
is
either. I mean, I
not
technically do.
ideal.
It's buried underneath other things because I rarely ever use it.
Go buy coffee.
Lazy.
Support us. We're
Go
here
buy
for
coffee.
Buy the beans.
You can also
Procure
buy-
beans.
and then I'll mail that package to me, and then I'll smash it with a hammer. And then I'll put that box inside of another box.
He's
my.
supposed to be dead.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you so much. There is not a good goddamn thing that you can do about it. And hopefully we will see you tomorrow for Magic in the Midwest. So,